Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be picking off where we left off last time, with Charles focusing all his forces on Poland, Lithuania. Now, Augustus had his back pushed against the wall. He was very screwed. With his country falling apart, what mastermind strategy could he create to get rid of the Swedes? And after working day and night, he came with a strategy which would be impossible to counter. Just keep losing. My man was dishing out losses like they were M&Ms in a bag of Chex Mix, and he wanted the peanuts. Why are you the way that you are? So he quickly gathered his generals and told them that if they let the Swedes cross the river Duna, they would lose a lot from there, which is precisely why they need to lose. The generals were like, who the flip is supplying you with IKEA meatballs? Like, is this your way of getting a discount? But they're so good. So whoever his supplier was, they definitely had a lot of customers, because the main Polish general left with his best troops to a location nowhere near the landing site of Charles's main force, and he left his main army to the place where Charles was actually landing. And then Charles came out and completely destroyed the Poles. And being the big man Tyrone he is, he went headfirst onto the beach. Remember, this is like a D-Day sort of thing. He had the courage to go out in there in the middle of the battlefield, so don't complain when you have to get up from the couch to get some chunky milk. God damn it! The Russians who were in the back, observing this guy, were terrified and skedaddled away. And when General Know-It-All came back, he got utterly decimated and retreated. Augustus was heartbroken, so he went back into deep thought, thinking and toiling, until he made finally a plan which was even better. Lose even more. God damn it! So, with the courage and overconfidence only found in the dumbest of leaders, he took all his forces and placed them in a swamp. Yet somehow the universe was trying to help him out, which was not working, and it looked like he would actually win. But during Charles's assault, Augustus let the Swedes take over control of his own camp and use his own artillery against his own troops. Yet Charles was not swayed by Augustus's big brain plays, and so Augustus went back to the board and thought, now he finally changed his strategy. It was even simpler than before, and after looking at Sun Tzu's Art of War, and his new strategy was to lose, plain and simple. It's seriously a miracle his country hadn't gone into anarchy. So while Augustus was busy thinking, Charles went to the great city of Krakow and shouted, "Yo, open up the gates or else I will." The guards, visibly confused, were like, "Yo, now, go away, and go back to where you came from." So this man went up to the gates and opened them. His guards, who hadn't even loaded their guns, had canes, like the thing that Asian parents put you with, yeah. And with 300 soldiers, he took the entire city. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. So Charles, with the initiative, replaced Augustus with his own puppet king, and now Augustus made an actually different plan, which I swear to God is different. He decided to start a civil war, and it took some time to get started. So Charles started besieging the city of Thorn. But even with his prickly name, the people actually really liked him. And after taking the city, he was extremely nice to it, even letting captured soldiers return to their families. Breaking news! A European royal is actually nice to the people he's invading. What a surprise. After that, there was a lot of fighting in and around Warsaw, leading it to be taken and retaken, but in the end, the Swedish won. So the Russians and Polish put their heads together and made the Great Poland-Lithuanian Plan to pincer the Swedish forces from the west and the east. But the forces got intercepted by much smaller Swedish forces, and let's just say a majority of them went on a field trip to meet Bruce Wayne's parents. The Swedes used clever tactics as well as sheer will to win the battle, and now the situation was like the LA Lakers versus the Clippers, who have 0 NBA championships. After these defeats, Augustus was forced to sign a peace deal in the Treaty of Narva, which basically dethroned him, forced him to acknowledge Charles as puppet king, as well as end the alliance with Russia. So with Augustus mostly taken out of the picture, the two mighty empires of Russia and Sweden fought to shape European history. So, moral of the story, don't lose, plain and simple. And if you do, sounds like a skill issue.